Yeah, Sis and Tell. A whole lot of talk about a whole lot of nothing. Amanda does stand up, Alison's on TV. And when they hop on the phone, it's the place you want to be. Sis and Tell. Sis and Tell.
Hey, Allie.
Hey, man. How are you?
I'm wearing something unusual, and I want to
Clothing?
Pants.
Pants.
I want to know if you can guess what it is that I'm wearing that's unusual.
Are you wearing darker lipstick?
No,
Oh, are you wearing your hair in a bun?
that's true. No, it's not a bun. It's a ponytail. My
Okay.
hair is finally a little long enough where I can.
Okay,
sling
hold
it
on.
back
So
in a
this is like 20
ponytail.
questions. Can I actually see
Yes.
whatever it is you're wearing?
You
Oh,
can.
so now it's got to be obvious. You are wearing, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Is that what it is?
No, and I have
Okay.
resting happy face, so I'm pretty much always smiling.
Are you wearing a bralette?
No, but close.
Oh, a brazier? A bra zebra? I don't know.
I'm wearing a sports bra. I'm wearing a sports
Okay.
bra, which I rarely wear because Murray, so Oscar and Ruby, they went to camp yesterday
Yes.
and we're home with Murray. And first of all, I want to backtrack and say, I made this post. I'm on this mom's page for Decatur area moms and teen time. It's called Dames. And no, damn it. It's called Damn It. Damn It is a whole other thing. It's called Damn It.
What does it stand for?
Decatur area moms and teen time. So
Oh,
it's like
great.
moms of teens who live in Decatur,
Cute.
right? So I made this post and I said, for those of you who have had kids who just graduated high school or are long past graduation, what do you wish you did, or what are you glad you did their senior year with them? So and they had all these great answers, and one
That's
mom
a great
was
prompt. Yeah.
and one mom was just like, whatever my kid asked me to do, I just did it, right?
Yeah.
One mom's like, I stayed up later past my bedtime because my kid was awake and no one else was, and we would have cereal together every night and just chit chat, right? It was like
I'd
little
like to
things.
go to their house. Could you give me their address?
Right.
I like cereal every night.
I love cereal.
I love
Cereal's like
cereal.
dessert. So Murray yesterday, he said, "Mom, I want you to go work out with me." And he said this he said this yesterday, and I had to say, not today, but tomorrow, right? I said, I'll go. So I
I'm
promised
surprised
him,
you didn't put your fingers in your ears and go la 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 la. I can't hear you.
I cannot hear you. So here's the thing: Murray doesn't do cardio; he just lifts weights.
Yeah.
And he deadlifts like 625, like something crazy.
Oh my.
And
Is that right?
Yes, it is. He just, because literally when we dropped off Oscar and Ruby, the rabbi was there. Whenever anyone sees Murray, they're like, "What happened to you, Murray?" Like he looks like he looks like he hulked out, right? It looks like 14-year-old Murray hulked out and turned into 17-year-old Murray. That's how huge he is. His shoulders, half shoulders. He's very big. So he's not making me. I told him, he asked me to go with him to the gym. We're going after the podcast, so I'm wearing my exercise clothes.
Okay, to be clear, you look like you're going to go do ballet. Your hair's back in a little like half bun. The sports bra per se is not the sports bra I am used to. It doesn't look like it has a lot of support.
Oh, because it's like spaghetti strap sports bra?
Yeah, it's a spaghetti strap sports bra, which I would just wear normally with that tank top that you're wearing too. Is that just a normal wearing tank top, or is that a workout tank?
It's not. It's just some old tank top I have. I don't even know. It looks more like like a cami that you'd wear underneath something.
That's exactly what it looks like. So, but that's what you're sticking to as your workout attire.
Oh, well, look, I'm wearing workout shorts. You see them there?
I do.
They have built-in underwear.
Okay, fair enough.
It has built-in underwear.
I will just say, do not lift too heavy, or you will be really upset with yourself. Don't start heavy. Don't do what he does.
Oh, come on. Oh, you think I'm going to try and deadlift 600 pounds?
Not 600, but I think when you're starting, you should build up. And I heard the best advice. There's a new, not that we should be promoting other podcasts, but there is a new podcast that Julia Louis-Dreyfus has, and it's Smarter Than Me. And that's the name of the podcast. And also, she is smarter than me. But she interviews women who are, in her words, smarter than she is. And it's great. I only listened to the first episode, but it was with Jane Fonda, who is unbelievable. I think she's 85, 90. I don't know
She
how old she
looks
is.
so good.
She looks amazing. Of course, it was a podcast, so I could only hear her, but
Right?
I
She
was
looks so good on that
envisioning how
podcast. We
great
look
she
so
looked.
good on this podcast.
Yes. And she was like, what do you do? Work out? She says, I still work out every day, but I do it slow and light, right? So she does slower movements. So I think when the older you get, the more you realize how important it is to not fall ever.
Right.
And she says, and light, I just do repetitions. So be like Jane Fonda. I've been saying that probably for most of my life. Be like Jane Fonda.
Be like Jane.
Either the 80s version of Jane Fonda or the 2023 version. It still works.
You know who always worked out is RGB.
Oh, yeah.
I
She's
mean,
incredible.
RBG. RBG.
You get all the
I
acronyms
know.
messed up.
I know.
Ruth Bader
RBG.
Ginsburg.
Yes,
RBG.
RBG. RGB is the rainbow, right?
Roy G. Biv.
Roy G. Biv. So RBG, she worked out. And during the pandemic, when SNL was doing sketches from their homes, Kate McKinnon did this awesome sketch making fun of her working out. And she had her lifting Q-tips. And it was she was like, there we go. I'm lifting,
Unbelievable. Somebody gave me the RBG workout calendar. Was it you, Elise? Did you give me that? Somebody gave it. It's pretty hysterical. I still have it somewhere, but it was really funny. Anyway, hey, I had a great idea the other day. You ready for this?
Yes, I'm ready.
It's not quite a Shark Tank idea, but I'm not saying it's not a Shark Tank idea. So here's the headline: car sign language. Okay.
That already exists, Allison, and that's how people get murdered. They're in road rage.
Okay, but this is not out of rage. It could be out of rage, which I know that might be the perilous part of this. But here's where I'm going. Here's where I'm starting to where I'm going. So one of my pet peeves, among many in the world, including when people on airplanes either hold onto your seat when they're trying to get out of their seat or try to get off the airplane before their row is next in line. Two of my big pet peeves. Besides that is driving on the highway or a side street or anywhere, and somebody has their blinker on and is clearly not turning. It's usually in the highway because they've gone from lane to lane, and it's just the blinker is stuck. Okay.
Yeah.
I call it something else, but I can't say that word. Blinker. Well, we'll call it blinker stuck, but it sounds like that. So that so that drives me crazy because it's misleading. The second one is if somebody at usually dusk or dawn, which are two of the most dangerous times to
they don't
drive
have their
because
lights on.
you're not quite sure if it's light or dark. They don't have their lights on. And some people are driving on streets that are heavily lit, and they have a false sensation that they have put on their lights because they can see.
Yeah,
but
don't you blink your lights at them?
So I blink my lights. So I'm thinking there are some already universal symbols, right? Or signals, I should say, of turn on your light. Sometimes though, the flashing of the light can mean something else. What do you think it means if you see it?
That there's a cop.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So there's different interpretations of the car signals, right?
So
Sometimes
are you
it means
using
turn
the
on your light.
using the car to communicate, or are you actually using your hands? What are you pitching?
Yes. I think it's easier because also people have tinted windows and things. I think it should be the car. And I'm thinking sort of like the car version of Morse code to tell somebody to do something, either with your lights or your brake or your signals. Bear with me. I haven't really thought through it. All I could see was I was on the road and I was trying to signal somebody to turn on their lights. I did the little flasher. They did turn them on and it worked. And I thought, how great would it be if we actually had a common language other than the flashing lights? Like, get off your phone. I'm always thinking I should have a sign that I hold up.
That sounds kind of bossy, right?
And your point is?
Aaron wanted to invent an LED sign that you would stick in the back of your car, and you could program it to say different things.
Yes, this is where I'm going. Aaron, yes.
Yeah, that's what he wanted. And I found a license plate for him that actually does that already. It's like a license plate, and around the border, it would have the LED, but he never installed it. You had to install,
right.
Get it in a power source and stuff. So that stuff does exist.
Oh, see, that would be powerful.
You could
That's
do a
kind of
bigger
funny.
LED.
I'd like it on the back window, though. I think you have to really be looking to notice something on the license plate. But up on that, if it's not blocking you, that's hilarious. I would like that for my birthday, please. I want an LED digital programmable sign for my
Right.
car where I could insert not, well, semi-bossy messages, but nothing that would stir road rage. I will draw the line at road
So
rage, I promise.
can you also include something in there that says subscribe to Sis and Tell?
Right. Sponsored by Sis and
Right,
Tell.
because I do that. I have
Right.
a bumper sticker. You could always just have a permanent bumper sticker that has all the things that you want to say.
Yeah.
Are
Well,
your lights on?
yeah.
Turn your blinker off,
This
right?
is no different than the digital billboards that currently exist, where, that was
Oh,
my
the
other
blip
thing.
boards, right?
Right.
They rotate.
I really wanted to work I'm talking about the digital ones on the highways or freeways where
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
like
Smog
the
alert. Yeah.
TDOT is that's our Tennessee Department of
r-
Transportation, but the
Right.
Department of Transportation runs those, and they usually are catchy phrases like "click it or ticket," right? Like, don't text while driving. We want you to arrive safely. They're actually, a lot catchier than that.
Right.
But
That didn't sound very
it would just
amusing.
be sort of like the citizen's arrest is to the police officer. This would be me to the Department of Transportation.
Oh
I would
God,
be
Allie.
the volunteer
The-
citizen willing to put out important safety messages. That would also give me some added sanity because it would alleviate some of my pet peeves. It's a win-win.
That's not how my sentence of "you would be" was going to end. You would be you would be
Ah,
the most annoying person to drive near.
I think I would be very popular at first. It depends on if the sign was applied to you or not. If you saw somebody and had a happy sign, right? Like "have a great day," right? Or, I could put some things. Okay. I won't attribute Sis and
Don't
Tell to it
Yeah,
yet, just
don't
in
do
case it
this.
has
Right.
negative effects.
Also, I
But
have to say that your desire to do this usually would indicate that you're not very fun at dinner parties, and that's not true. You are fun at dinner parties.
I am fun at dinner parties. But yeah, I told you that's my favorite meme or whatever post that says every day I struggle with wanting to correct other people's grammar and wanting to have friends. This is sort of the same thing.
Yeah, don't do
I
it.
just feel like I can make the world a better place
No.
this way.
You can make the world a more annoying place.
Oh, you never know though.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because there is a lot of car sign language that already exists that we have just adopted
Right.
throughout the country. I'm wondering if it's international, right? Like, do you know if I and I'm gonna have to explain because this is a
Are
podcast,
you
but
about
if
to roll down the window?
no, but I
Oh.
know you know what the rolling down the window
Yeah, but
sign.
and it's funny because that's generational. So everybody who's like our
They
age or
literally had
older, like is
a
doing like a
manual.
thing, right, where they're making circles with their hand is because that's how you roll down the window. And
But
we
if I
still
say to
use
my
it.
kids,
Yeah.
roll down the window, they don't question that.
No,
They
but they do
they
it mechanically, right.
Right, but they don't say, "Why is that called roll down?" Right?
Well,
Because you're not
true.
really rolling it down. It's not like it's like rolling the glass into a
No, it
Swiss
never
cake
was.
roll.
But they see this I'm telling more about if you see the hand motion. They still know it's roll down the window.
What I'm about to do, I feel like is also generational, having nothing to do with technology. I just don't think kids do it unless you teach them how. This is like a Lador Vador generation to generation thing.
La car
That
door, la car
the
door.
card, yes.
La car door of a car door. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do this and you're gonna know, but I'm gonna have to describe it. If you do this,
Oh, yeah.
it's and
Everybody knows that.
I'm
So,
pumping, I'm like
you're pumping your
pumping my arm.
fist.
It looks like I'm almost trying to make a muscle, right? But
That's telling a truck driver to honk their horn.
right, but that is also mechanical. It's when their horns before they weren't always on the wheel, right? There was like literally like a
Like
rope
an air horn, yeah,
like
or
that they
something.
had to
Don't they
pull
still have
down.
that?
I
I
don't
felt like they
know.
still have those.
I've never been in the cab of a truck.
They still get that signal, though.
I
I don't
would
know if they do it anymore.
I would go in the cab of a truck.
Yeah.
As long as there was a basset hound there, I would
Uh-huh.
go. Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah. So I came up with another realization the other day besides how to alleviate one of my pet peeves, and that is this. Podcasting killed the DJ. basically.
No, it just
So,
evolved it. That's not
well, you know that song, "Video Killed the Radio Star"? I
but there's
think
the talk radio host and the DJ are two different things.
yes, but
So,
I think podcasting okay, so well, not exactly, so bear with me again. It's
okay.
because I do have some traditional radio stations that I still will listen to, like, especially if you've got, like, XM radio or things like that, you get them from all over the country, and I'm listening the other day, and of course, it's sort of like that torturous way of watching now shows and having to endure commercials. We're so used to being able to fast forward. Well, I'm listening, and I'm having to listen to the banter, and I'm thinking, this sounds it dawned on me like these two, and this is not just, hey, this is Jeff from KZ101, and next is Eric Clapton, and we've got to, this was two DJs or more having back-to-back banner and talking, and then having callers come on, and they were talking for a good 10 minutes before a song even came on, and I thought they were the original podcasters. They didn't call themselves podcasters, but
Yeah.
they were having the exact same discussions, bringing up random topics like we do, talking about topical news stories and integrating their personal lives, all of that. The DJs were the original podcasters. It was just live and not tape. Nobody could
Right.
really listen to it past. And now when you've got all of these, Sirius XM and places that you can get on demand, and you can just listen to Spotify or listen to a podcast on demand and then fast forward or go to the next one. DJs are sort of, I know they're not obsolete, but I think podcasting has taken over their job.
Yeah, and related to that, in all new cars, there will no longer be AM radio.
Oh, what was on AM anyway?
It was a lot of, well, I watched this. Rush Limbaugh actually made it popular again because I think conservatives felt like they didn't have a place in FM, and he started his show, or he moved his show over to AM. So then AM became a lot of conservative talk, but also AM gave really localized radio stations a channel,
Hmm.
right? It gave
Yeah,
them the airwaves that they wouldn't have access to with FM. So that there's this complaint that is it fair, right? But then they bring up podcasting, and that they're not going away, they're available on a different medium. It's
right.
the evolution of a medium, right? It's like saying, you know, like the CD didn't kill music, it killed cassettes. Music just evolved into different ways of listening to it, right? And then it went digital, where you would have to download it and pay for downloads, which you still do, but no one does. Now you just stream it. Now everything's satellite.
But you're making my point. I'm not saying that talk radio has died. I'm saying that podcasting killed the disc jockey the same way video killed the radio star. That
Yeah,
that is the evolution. It's still the conversation about nothing a lot of times or everything, but the conduit has changed, right? The way
right,
we receive the information, the way it's delivered to us, that has for sure evolved. But that
right,
doesn't mean we're not hearing conversations the same way. We're still hearing music, but cassette tapes dead, DVDs, CDs dead, right? All these things, everything's going to be on the cloud. Eventually, we're just going to be on the cloud.
right.
I don't
We're
even
not
know if
even
you're going to
gonna.
be real. You may be AI right now, and I
I
don't even
am.
know. That's what's really scary.
I am AI Amanda, a better looking,
Amanda Intelligent.
a better looking version that's not tender-headed.
Yeah. Speaking of AI, my friend JP Manu, have we discussed JP before?
I don't know.
He's one of my favorite people. So JP is best friends with my friend David Sitzman, who is one of my best friends from Brandeis. Anyway, JP is an actor. He's been in a gazillion things. He's one of the most hilarious people.
It's not
But
the Dead Poet Society guy, is it?
no, that's Dylan. So JP posted on Facebook the other day. I saved it for you. So this is the message he gets on. He took a screenshot and put it on his Facebook page. So I'm assuming through like Instagram or something. It says, "Hi JP, I'm Ben with," and I'm not going to say the name of the company. "I'm Ben with said company. We clone voices of high profile individuals and pay them a fee every time their voice is used in an ad. Would love to discuss how you can grow your Cameo like income with zero effort. What's
No.
a good email?" And JP posted this and then just wrote, "This is bad. Very bad." What do you think of that? You're
I
in
think
that industry.
no. I think immediately no. Immediately no. that is creepy. And also, do they own your voice in perpetuity?
Right.
That is, I mean, I would look at that creeps me out. Yeah,
It
I
creeped
don't.
him out. And then you think, well, what's preventing them from already doing it?
It's
Like, what is
nothing.
preventing somebody from cloning our voices and then having computer generated conversations with each other, except for the fact that that would be like the stupidest investment for them?
Right.
I don't know why they want to replicate us, but they could. The point is not would they, it's could they? And the answer is yes, which is scary.
So there's this website or this app or software as a service, whatever you want to call it, that takes podcast audio and then creates a transcript of it for you, right? But you have to put in who the different voices are. And so I signed up for the beta of it and it finally launched. And I tried to do a transcript for us and it couldn't figure out.
Whose voice was whose?
Right, because we sound so similar, right? It was just there wasn't enough nuance. And sometimes I can't tell the difference, and it's my own voice,
I know.
right? But there's times where I'm like, oh, wait, is that Al? I mean, the only time I can tell the difference is when I'm laughing because my laugh is pretty distinctive. But
You know what's funny about that? We actually use what we're using right now in order to record what we're doing over internet, whatever it is, voice over internet. Will give us a transcript. So if you actually do want a transcript of our show, I can print that out for you.
okay,
For
yes.
anybody, if anybody wants a transcript, I guess.
You don't need to print it, but
I mean, you know why? Because computers killed paper and pen.
that's right. They're saving trees.
Email killed letter writing. Then we're going to go on and on. Yes,
Right.
I can download it. I can upload it to the cloud, and then I can ping you and let you know it's there. For
These
the
poor guys,
consumption.
I swear to God, they like have known about this beta like almost happening for like a year, and now it's out there, and I'm like, this feels like unnecessary because, like you
Right.
said, you have a whole it created basically captions for us for the entire thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm curious to know is if you know what it's probably better because we have two different audio channels, so
Yes.
that's how it does it.
Exactly. So it knows exactly. It knows who you are and who I am because we record on two separate tracks.
Yes,
But
let's do it.
otherwise, it would be hard.
Yeah. We both have the best voice ever.
I hear that a lot from people, though. They're like, I listen to the podcast. I don't know if it's you or your sister.
Right.
I was like, but don't you?
The content?
Yeah, by the content alone, I am the like deeper voiced judgy one, and she's the higher pitched laughing one who
Yeah.
comes up with great ideas that I immediately like nail to the ground. I don't always do that.
No. I just nailed your idea to the ground. So
That
there
is
we
true.
go.
Quid pro quo, baby. So in other news, I've been thinking a lot about, which is the worst question anybody asked me ever for the past however many years, which is what is for dinner?
I was
right?
going to say that. That's
It
what I
is.
was going to say.
It's
Oh,
just I don't
God.
care. That's why I want to. Can I please be friends with that family who did whatever their senior wanted to do, and it
Cereal.
included dinner as cereal every night.
Yeah.
I would eat cereal every day and wouldn't care. And I never eat cereal. But the point is, so that brought me down to thing like I just need to change things up. Like I'm a big fan of like I buy a rotisserie chicken and we turn that into a salad, or I buy this, we turn it into a salad, or I buy the it's just everything sort of it has like this one note approach. And God bless Alan. He grew up eating the same foods every week. Like Monday night was, and I'm going to get it wrong, but like Monday night was liver night, and Tuesday night was meatloaf night, and Friday night was fried chicken night every week.
Are you making up that they had liver?
No, liver night might have been Wednesday, but it was definitely a night. And he loves liver, and I've never cooked liver.
I do. I like chopped liver. I have to say, I love it.
No, this is not chopped liver. This is cooked liver.
I just cannot understand that.
That
is like
the only thing worse is tongue.
that is like a Brady Bunch episode.
Yeah.
Do people still serve liver? I feel like that is from like Eastern Europe great grandparents who immigrated to the United States, and
Right.
they're
It was like the
"No,
only
we eat
cut
all
of
of the
meat they could
cow,
get.
right?
Yeah.
We eat the tongue and we eat the liver. You
We
better
eat it
finish
all.
right, and the cabbage.
Well,
I
it
do love
started.
cabbage.
I do love cabbage. It started getting me down this track in my head, of course, about all the foods that I used to eat that I don't eat anymore. Because I'm like, so what? Because first I started saying, well, what did we eat growing up? Maybe I can bring those foods back.
Chicken
And then
divan.
chicken divan, ding ding, was top of the list, right?
We
And
have
then
to
there was, what was the other one?
Chinese pepper steak.
Chinese pepper steak. So those were staples. Those are probably like between like the steak, the cream of mushroom soup, the
Oh my
mayonnaise, the
God.
cheese, the flour. I mean,
So
all these things.
bad.
And then, not that that was bad enough, then you had to put it over white rice, right? Like it didn't
Right.
have enough calories, but it was so
It
delicious.
was so
It
good.
was so delicious.
Oh my
But there
God.
were other foods I started thinking about. So do you remember eating Bacos?
Yes.
Like the fake bacon bits?
I was just showing those to Ruby. We would
They're
eat
so delicious.
Bakety Bacos, make every bite better. That was their tagline. They were so
Bakety
good.
Bacos?
Yeah,
That's
you
what
don't
they-
remember that? Bakety Bacos, make every bite better. I can't believe you don't. But bacon bits, they must still exist.
Of course
Bacos,
they do. But when's
Bacos
the last time
specifically.
you bought bacon bits? Because they're fake, right? It's soy. Like Bacos were ahead of their time. They were appealing to the vegetarian / vegan crowd / kosher crowd.
/ high
before-
sodium
Right.
crowd.
Yeah, but before that was even a thing. Like today, they should if they're not around, they should remarket themselves, because I would totally eat Bacos instead of real bacon on my salad.
I would totally eat Bacos as just like a snack.
I would
It's like it's like
instead of popcorn at the movies.
right,
That's the
yes.
Bacos.
It's like a savory candy, right?
It's so
Like
good.
if they packaged Bacos like they
Yeah.
do Whoppers or what, or like Junior Mints, and they sold them at the movie theater, I would totally.
Yeah.
Why don't they do that?
I think that could single-handedly reinvigorate the whole movie industry.
Yeah.
Just adding Bacos to the refreshment stand.
Oh my God, Bacos, there's your idea. This goes along with my idea that Publix should be selling the fried chicken part, the fried
Crispies.
part,
Yep.
the Crispies on the fried, like just a bucket. Just a bucket of it.
Yeah.
I would eat.
It's just like the everything spice bagel spice, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Everything but the chicken.
Everything but the chicken.
Everything but the
chicken.
fried chicken.
Yeah. Everything but the pig. That could be the Bacos, you know? Okay, the other thing, I'm going to see if you can get this. The other thing was a dessert I used to have. And I say dessert sort of in quotes because this was something you added to our dessert, but then I think you and Stuart used to do this even more than I did.
Cool
You
Whip.
turned it. No, I love
Oh.
Cool Whip. We brought Cool Whip back big time.
Yeah.
We have Cool Whip.
We
Cool
have
Whip is
Cool
now
Whip.
a staple.
Cool Whip.
I think Alan would eat it for breakfast if he.
Do you put it in
if
the
he
freezer and just scoop it out?
No, he puts it with berries every night for dessert.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Cool Whip and bananas is delicious.
Oh, I haven't tried. But
Okay,
here,
back
this
to-
is
yeah.
okay. This is something you used to put. I'm going to give you an added hint on ice cream.
Oh, yeah, magic shell.
Thank you. But
Yeah.
tell them what we used to do with the magic shell.
We should just put it on a spoon and put it in the freezer. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Or like make shapes on like
Yeah.
silver foil or parchment paper, and
Yeah,
then you tear it off like it was a chocolate bar.
Right.
Because if you don't know what magic shell is, it's literally the exact same thing I think they use at Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
And they dip it in, and within a second, because of the coldness of the ice cream, it turns into a shell, and it's magic.
It is magic.
It is delicious.
Oh my God, we should do magic shell with Bacon bits. I'm just saying.
That is. It's like a chocolate covered pretzel.
Yes.
Yeah,
That
salt
would be
and sweet.
People do chocolate covered bacon.
We
right?
could call them magic bits.
Magic bits.
Bako magic.
Yes.
There's a word. There's a phrase in there somewhere. Yeah, we're gonna land on it.
We're gonna try this. Now I'm gonna go to the store. It's not even like there's probably not a real single ingredient in there that's not a
No.
chemical. Do you know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
It's probably like if we had to go read the ingredients in Magic Shell, I bet there's not even chocolate in there.
Yeah. I'm gonna go buy magic shell.
You know what you're not supposed to do with Magic Shell? Keep it
Heat
in the
it?
refrigerator.
Oh, because the whole
It all just solidifies.
it all solidifies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do not put magic shell in the refrigerator.
And it's not like you can take it out and then it goes back to its
Yeah.
normal state.
But I want to make sort of the ice cream, because we always had to like sort of you put it over a bowl of ice cream. I want to make the DQ dipped ice cream. How would you do that? I guess you'd have to get
you would need a
lot of
vat.
it. Yeah.
You would need
a lot.
like a commercial size amount.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sure
bet they
someone's
sell it
right, but then it like goes to waste. I mean, how often is Dairy Queen throwing out that tub of chocolate dip?
a lot. And where do they put it?
How do
You
they
can't
store it?
compost it.
Right,
Yeah.
but you also can't store it in a refrigerator or freezer because it would solidify.
I know, but I bet because of all of the preservatives, they probably just store it in the same place they store the ice cream cones and call it a day.
But it's like
In
the
the
fry
pantry.
oil. Like, how often do you have to get rid of the fry oil before it's just
Yeah.
gross? It's the same thing. These
It
are
is
so
gross.
many questions we
So
need
many
answers
questions,
to.
so little time.
So we have a Dairy Queen near us, and when the kids were really little, every time we walked in there, I had this known conversation with the owner of it, and I'd just be like, "Did we miss her?" And at first he was like, "Huh?" And I was like, "The Dairy Queen, wasn't she just here?" And the first time I did it, he caught on very quickly. He's like, "Oh yeah, yep, you just missed the Dairy Queen." And they're like, "Mommy, there is no Dairy Queen." And I'd be like, "Yeah, huh? We just missed her. She comes on Wednesdays, right?" And he's like, "Yep, she comes on Wednesdays." I'm like, "That stinks. Today's Thursday. We just missed her." And they're like, "There is no Dairy Queen." I'm like, "Yeah. Who do you think hangs out with the Burger King?"
And the Tooth Fairy. Duh.
Duh. Well, thanks for listening to the latest Sis Tell podcast. Don't forget to share us with your friends, share us with your family, share us with your foes.
As always, this has been Amanda and Allison with a whole lot of talk about a whole lot of nothing. We'll catch you next time.